crazy mother.
What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, soul visionaries and potential soul visionaries out there. I am your host, Sherrod Cohen, and you are now rocking with the mobile version of the Soul Vision Powercast. You know, that place where we keep it unfiltered and raw. We talk about anything from porn to politics. We'll even talk about the things you might have heard or even saw. Today, I want to just give a little word to my young guys out there, man. And it's about being irresponsible, having lack of control, no dick discipline, all those things. You know, and this is not me downing you. This is me talking about me to you, and I'm using me as an example of what not to do. I have multiple children with multiple women, and that is not a badge of fucking honor. It is not. It is not something to brag about. It's a very difficult situation to put yourself in. You know, everybody's celebrating Nick Cannon because he's out here spreading his seed and this and that and the other. Oh, don't worry about Nick, he has money. But the one thing money can't buy you is time. Money can't have you in all those different places at the same time. You know, what happens when your child or your children, some of your children have an event on the same day? It could be at different times, but they're just in different spots. You're not gonna be flying airplanes here and here and here. You know what I'm saying? So young dogs, I mean, y'all gotta practice discipline. That lack of control, man. That lust is something that gets us in trouble time and time again. And then we wonder why we're at the front of the court paying child support. You know, then that's a lot of times we have children with women that we don't even see a future with. We just see her for the moment, and we're careless in that moment. And as we're being careless in that moment, enjoying what we're enjoying, not thinking about the greater implications of our actions, now we sit back and we say, oh man, what happened? How did I let this happen? Oh man, you know, and 9 times out of 10, you know, when you want it to happen, you know, she's going to keep that kid, you know, especially if she likes you. She's going to keep that kid, right? And it's like, you know, we often ask the question, who's to blame for a woman getting pregnant? Well, ultimately, it's the woman's fault for getting pregnant because she has to allow access under normal conditions. She has to allow access, right? But if you're a guy and you don't want any children, you don't leave that in her hands. You don't leave it up to a woman to decide your fate of whether or not you're going to have a child. If you don't want one, bruh, you gotta throw a condom on, bro. You gotta, as we called them back in the day, you gotta put on one of them Jimmy hats, man. You gotta put one of them joints on, man. You gotta put it on extra tight too. You know, hell, if you need suspenders, put some suspenders on that boy, man, so it don't roll off. Whatever you need to do to keep it from not being effective, do that. Or just not sleep with a woman you don't see as part of your future. You know, so often, you know, we get on here, this social media platform, and we dog folks out and this and that and the other. And, you know, hey, I'm guilty of it. Everybody has passed judgment on other folks. But I think this was one of those times where I need to tell my young dogs out here, man, trust me, man, I went through the ringer with the child support. It's hell trying to get all kids together at all times. Even when there's no beefs and nothing like that, they're all over the place, right? And it's hard to put them in one spot. And you can't be the best father you can possibly be with multiple children, with multiple women in multiple locations. It's not possible. It's not possible. You could do your best. You could be the best father you can possibly be based on the circumstance. But as far as being the ultimate dad or whatnot, you can't do it because, man, having so many children. It's hard. It's hard living in one house with one woman with a bunch of children, bruh. That's kind of difficult, But at least it's, when two people are together and they're aligned, at least that's to me the ideal situation. Having two parents, mother and father, there aligned with the same goals for the family. It's not the dad is the most important, the mom is the most important. It's the family dynamic. And you'll hear me say the children are not the most important people in a family. They are not. They are not. The mother and the father have to take care of each other because they're each other's help and support in times of need when it comes to those children. Because some of these kids bad, man. Some of these kids are extremely bad, man. And having a bunch of them, man, trust me. I've got 9. So when you have them all together, or the majority of them together, bruh, let me tell you, it's crazy, man. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I love all my kids, man. I love them all, man. And the thing is, we have to be careful with who we bless with children. Children are a blessing, or they could be a curse, depending on who you have children with, right? And we have to raise our children with the thinking of them becoming the most productive people they can possibly be in this society. So all that coddling our young boys and telling our little girls, oh, you're just a princess, you're a queen, and the world is going to bow down at your feet. No, we have to get them prepared for the real world. And fellas, what I'm saying to you is, if you do have a child, right? If you do have a child, make sure that you are present as much as possible in that child's life. And when I say much as possible, I don't mean show up every now and again. I mean, the only way you're not around is if you're at work, school, or there's some need that you have to be away from that child. Because we brothers, and we get a bad rap. I know a ton of brothers out there that do their thing when it comes to their kids, and they're very passionate about being fathers. So this is no way a message to you to say you're not doing what you're supposed to do. No. What I'm saying is, we got to be there. We got to be more present. We got to step out there. We got to let folks know, because we do a lot of things behind the scene. We don't, a lot of times we're not the ones on the internet bragging about being a parent. We're not the ones complaining about being a parent. But we do need to be more out front. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy, man, watching the brothers out here, man, training their sons and their daughters and just having, good time and family time, laughter. I love seeing that, bro. But before you have a child, and I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have listened to my father, man. Most of the regrets in my life come from the fact that I did not listen to my parents, father specifically, on some things, And, bruh, make sure you have your life together before you have children. And what I mean by that, you need to be able to take care of you before you even think about taking care of a woman or a child, right? Your main priority in life is yourself. So you need to do whatever it takes to make sure that you are prepared to take on a family, if that's your choice. You need to be able to get up day in and day out, know how to pay bills. Because I'm going to tell you, don't ever move in with a woman. No matter how cool y'all are, never move into a woman's house. You want your own shit. You want to be able to. You need to learn how to pay your own bills, cook for yourself, clean your house, do your own laundry. You need to be become domesticated in the fact that you can do everything for yourself. So when you finally do get that partner, y'all come together under one house, you know, and y'all working as a team, you know, she's not feeling like, oh, I have to do everything by myself. I have to take care of the kids. I have to do the clothes. I have to. No, bro, when y'all in the house, it's that when I say 50-50, I mean 50-50 as far as balance goes. You know, because that's, for me, that's the universal principle. I don't believe in a such thing as equality. I don't think that equality even exists, but that's another power cast for another time. Right now, when I say 50-50, I mean balance. It's whatever we got to do to keep our house going, you know. And 50-50 is just an arbitrary number, because sometimes it's going to be 70-30. It's going to be 60-40, you know. And we need to be given 100% of ourselves, with the understanding that sometimes your partner's 100% may not be your partner's 100% from yesterday or the day before. Sometimes, hey man, sometimes life just be lifing, and you don't have that same energy, you don't have that same get up and go. So when you have a partner, you want to make sure that partner is there to complement you as well as being you know, compatible. You know, you wherever your weaknesses are, hey man, I got you, baby. Don't worry about it. You know, you falling short, I got you. You tired, go lay down. I got the kids. You know, I got these dishes. You know, I don't mind housework, man. I grew up, man. I grew up with my mom and my dad and my brothers and my sisters. Bro, that was housework. It wasn't that, oh, you're a female, you do this, you got, no. We had chores. Like, my sister didn't have to cut the grass. You know, that was the guys. You know, that was us. Wash the cars for my mom and pop. When my pops was out building anything or putting anything together, hey, you either gonna watch or you gonna help. You gonna learn how to do something. You gonna learn a skill, and that's what we need to get back to, man. Teaching our boys a skill, man. We need to get back to taking these young guys under our wing. Hey, you know what, man? Anytime you young guys, man, got a question or whatever, anytime y'all got a question, you know, hey, just go ahead and hit me up at the Soul Vision Powercast 23@gmail.com. You know, hit me up. Just hit me up, because I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to kick it with you. I'm trying to give back to a community that I've taken so much from in the past. You know, I'm trying to make us, you know, I'm trying to make our brothers better. And I hope that more older guys see the need to give our knowledge to these young dudes, because I see too many older guys, when they get a little knowledge, they don't want to give it to the younger cats. They don't want to give it to the younger brothers, but they'll try to give it to these females though, just to try to get some draws. You feel me? And we need to, the older guys, we need to get out of that mindset. And, you know, we need dick discipline even at an older age, because these dudes out here, man, they'll teach everything they know, pillow talk to a woman just because she's giving them a little ass. But when it comes to helping build another brother up, no. They rather sit on the internet and talk down on the brothers instead of trying to build them up. And we need to build these young brothers up at a young age. We need to build them at a young age, because Frederick Douglass said, it's easier to build strong boys than to repair broken men. And that's what we need to do, man. We need to build these strong boys so that they become strong men, and then they in turn back, reach, what they say, each one reach one, then teach one. That's what we need to do. So brothers, if y'all ever have any questions or whatever that y'all need answered, or videos that you want me to react to, hey man, I'm gonna be here as much as possible, man. Like I said, I'm gonna leave the email address in the description, but for now it's the Soul Vision Powercast 23@gmail.com. SOULVIZION POWERCAST 23@gmail.com. Hit me up, man. Let's get a conversation going. And if hey man, for you older dudes out there, man, that may be watching, man, let's get together, man. Let's try to put something together, man. A nice strong forum for the young guys, and let's start reaching out in all our communities, man. Letting these young boys know, man. If you don't feel like nobody love you, man, we do, man. We got your back 100%, man. And remember, it's 2025. We gonna rise and fly. And remember, you're always seeking improvement and not approval. Peace.